Welcome to another live stream from the World Bowls Indoor Championships. Ladies singles group match here. Esme Haley of South Africa against N Abdullah of Malaysia. Slight technical issue to start off this session, but that should hopefully be fixed now. So looking forward to a good game between these two ladies. They've already played their first end up, and Farah took that one. 3 shots, so current score is 3-0. Playing down towards the main part of the stadium now. Farah's, I believe, using the blue balls, so holding 2 shots. There's me using red, just through the jack. Good to be back with more live coverage of the World Bowls Indoor Championships. Got plenty of other matches on today as well, which the live scores for those can be found on the World Bowls and Guernsey Indoor Bowling websites. Another good draw here from Farah, sitting just in front of the jack. Certainly makes it more awkward for the draw for Esme. May potentially look to play some weight in there. Getting some information from the marker.
Just half an inch through the front of the jack.
And your marker for the session is Pete. Very clear in giving instructions to Esme as to the distance of the bowls from the jack. Apologies again for those of you that had to log back into the stream for this one. Should have everything working now, which is good. Esme just slightly tight there. Weight's good for it. Could have done with picking up the bowl or the jack. Looks like it could well be 3 shots to Farah. That closest red bowl might just cut out the other blue. Yeah, confirmed there. It's 2 shots to Farah. So, score after the second end is 5-0. So Farah, having won the previous end, has placed the mat and sent the jack. Have a look at her opening bowl. They've had a few days of play now on this rink at the Guernsey Indoor Bowl Stadium. Expecting a good level of bowls now. Decent start there within 18 inches or so. So getting into the later group stages here, just tomorrow left for a further day of play in the groups. Certainly starting to get interesting with who needs to win what matches to progress through in the competition. Esme there just playing through the jack. It's quite long already, so just trundling through, I suspect, finding the ditch. She has done the marker. Pete has removed the bowl and placed that over on the bank. Farah's close here. Just a slight touch on the jack.
did they? How have they done so far? I hear you ask.
How have they done so far?
Oh, as if by magic. So we've had Spain. We're beaten by South Africa, so winning the first game, and Malaysia actually lost to Scotland in the first round. Their second game, Scotland also beat South Africa, so Scotland's beaten both of them. Turkey beat Malaysia, so that's 2 down for Malaysia for the first 2 games, and then Malaysia had a bye in the previous round, and South Africa beat Turkey. So ladder wise, and their positioning, so the group top is Scotland with 3 wins, South Africa second with 2, Turkey third with 1 win, and Malaysia and Spain a game behind but yet to register a win. So they'll see how they get on with when they played their bye, or played their extra game after missing from a bye. So big one between Malaysia and South Africa really. If South Africa win, they're in a really healthy position. If Malaysia win, that puts them pretty much the same place as South Africa, so they could pitch second. Top 2 to go through in the group. So as you heard from Marco Pete, he said you're holding 2.
This one is about 8 inches.
Pete's ended up on the streaming rink a couple of times yesterday, so good to see him back again.
Hang on.
Very good marker, so pleased for him to be with us for this session.
He's just waiting for that young lady. Right, here he comes.
She'll appreciate being called young.
Yeah, no.
Pretty good weight from Esme, but a little bit under the line. Might still be 3 down because of that.
Yeah, Farah's certainly asking for 3. Indicating 3 to the marker, who's heading up with 3 lollipops in the air. So this is a group stage match for the Ladies Singles Championship at the World Bowls Indoor Championships, this year being held in Guernsey. So all of the member countries of the International Indoor Bowls Council and World Bowls are invited to compete in the championships. We have 30 countries completing in this year's tournament. Great to see them all travelling over to the island of Guernsey.
So just got a shot there, Esme. Still.
The shot ball just come in, or yours? This one.
Pete there just showing the distance between the shot bowl and the jack. Important for players to know this. They can only visit after their third bowl, so asking the marker for lots of information. Just looking to dip around that red bowl and settle to the jack. I think she's done enough there.
Well, whether it's enough or not, still a useful bowl. Good guide. Something to work off next time. But it is also for Esme something to use. It's a good target.
Takes a few swings on the mat, does Esme, before letting it go, but if that's what works for you.
They always have different styles. Some people quick, get on the mat, they're off. Others on the mat practice swings, or just whether they're fixated in their position or just going through their process, very mechanical about their delivery. Can take a lot longer. Over the course of one bowl doesn't make much difference. Over the course of a game can add on a number of minutes.
No shot clock here in Guernsey, but rather the restricted visits and short game format, being 2 sets, 7 ends.
And if you're all tied, it's a 1-end tie break.
Yes, of course, we've had a few of those today. Not people's favourite, just a 1-end chance.
So still room for both players.
Yeah, nothing too wide of the target there. Plenty of room to draw in.
Not quite.
So Esme taking a walk back up to the mat for her final bowl. So Esme also trying the forehand, making it round the blue. She can look to tip Farah's other blue bowl. Oh, that's trundling through. Bit too much weight there. So one shot to Farah there, indicated by the marker. Now scoreline is 9-0 after 4 ends. 3 ends left. Esme certainly needs to start getting a move on. will need 3 threes to draw the set. Really nice opening ball there by Farah, just touching into the jack and dropping behind. Certainly a strong lead out there, which is what she needs at this point in the end.
So Farah just running through there. So apologies for missing the start of the session and rejoining with the new stream a bit late. Had a few technical issues. One of them's still going, but hopefully it's coming out to you fine. In our rabbit hutch, it's a bit weird.
It's just generally a bit weird, to be fair.
The sound is reverberating around it. It sounds like the voice of doom every time Josh is talking.
Decent response there from Esme, drawing up to jack high. To be fair, our first technical issue of the week, so pretty pleased with how it's gone. Group of volunteers worked over a couple of years since hosting the or getting ready to host the Ireland Games, able to bring you this live streaming footage from Guernsey.
Yes, you do.
So I didn't quite catch the question there from Esme, whether it was do I hold shot?
Must have been in my one down, I'd have thought, because it certainly looks like she's one down.
Well, that's why I wasn't sure which way the question was phrased.
That's a risky wait. Got away with that one. Could have caught the edge of that down to Farah's 2 bowls and been worse off.
But fraction wider, sat the wood away, made 2, so she needs to score 3 threes, so she's got to try something in this set.
Plenty of support online for Esme of South Africa, which is great to see, and the Malaysian bowls team has also followed very closely online, so I'm sure they've got plenty of support. I noticed they're typically doing their own live streams of the sessions, so possibly some people are tuned into those. We are also, of course, providing a static camera live stream of our Ring 5 here at the Guernsey Indoor Bowl Stadium, which is available on the Guernsey Indoor Bowling YouTube channel. Currently it's showing the men's singles group match between Beat Matty of Switzerland and Karel Olivier of Namibia. So if you have a particular interest in those two countries or players, do feel free to tune in on the Guernsey Indoor Bowls channel. Brilliant bowl there by Farah, just resting into the jack, securing the 2 shots. Esme really needs to do something here to convert that to a positive result.
Yeah, if there was any doubt about shot before, it's clear now.
If she had a big fire, I'd be suggesting playing underneath the red and taking both the blues and looking to kill the jack. I don't know what her firing is like though, so to see what shot she chooses.
Well, just over a draw for Esme. So no matter what the outcome of that was, as soon as the wood was away, that was pretty much conceding the set. With a draw, you can only get one. Bet dropped 2.
I mean, potentially hoping for the edge of the jack and pinging it across to her 2 bowls and following it, but it's not an easy shot on the draw. Really did think we'd see some weight there. So, 2 shots going the way of Farah. Scoreline being 11-0 after 5 ends. 2 ends left in this set. They'll play all the ends in a set, as shot difference could make a difference. Of course, if games 1 and sets 1 are the same, then it'll go down to shot difference.
So Farah sticking with the long jacks, and when they're working for you, why not?
Esme dropping her first bowl a little short. Farah managing to keep the weight and drawing up to the jack. Also got 1 bowl behind. Bit of an overcorrection there, running towards the back of the rink. Not convinced that stayed on, looking at how quickly that was running.
Yeah, Esme hasn't quite settled yet. Some bowls in the area, but a little bit loose to start with.
One down. Shot bowler's just come in. Yes, one down.
So still a bit over from Esme. Another end ticked away. Set was already gone.
Shot ball.
Farrow was
Measure, but I
asking.
fancy blue.
Only one given. I thought Farrow was asking for 2.
Measure.
So just got to play the ends out.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
And I measure. Let me. Yep. One red. Yep. Sorry? Yeah. And it is the problem I did say.
Fraction heavy from Farrow. So we'll take this opportunity to give you a shout out across the rinks. So on rink 1, ladies singles, Turkey versus Spain. Spain 7-4 up. On the next rink along, they've actually just finished their game. So it's South Africa versus Canada.
They'll be on the
They
tie break,
have-
won't they?
Sorry, they just played the tie break. They haven't finished. They finished that set. Yes, they have finished that set. Confusing myself there. So 6-3 to South Africa in the first set, 7-6 to Canada in the second set. So they're playing the tie break right now. Rink 4, Wales, Japan. Wales took the first set and Japan are 2-0 up in the second. Rink 5, Switzerland versus Namibia in the men's singles. Switzerland are 7-1 up in the first set. And rink 6, Scotland, Sweden. Scotland are 11-0 up. And that rink 5, Switzerland against Namibia. If you are interested in following, we've got the static stream, so you can go to the Guernsey Indoor Bowling YouTube feed and you'll be able to follow that game. No commentary, but if it's your countrymen or whatever it is, then you'll find it interesting as well. And keep track of this one, so you'll be able to do both.
You're just a one down.
And let's reach for a mini egg then.
You made a positive dive for the mini eggs then.
Well, now I've got Emily doing the cameras next to me. It's a competition. If I don't get in there quick enough, I won't have any left.
Similar to a game of bowls, really need to get into the jack nice and quickly, make the most of the end.
Snooze, you lose.
Esme's done there, good bowl, just catching up the inside of
Shot bowl is just
Farrow's.
coming.
So on ring 3 they've just marked that tie break, and that goes to Canada. So we'll put that as unofficial official. It's on the board. We'll wait for it to appear on the website.
Stop working Zoom. Oh, great.
So Esme there, just waiting for the marker to pick up the mat and mark the card before she delivers the jack. That's now been centred up. Does look a little short though. Mat's a ways up as well. Peering out the window here. No, it's not as short as I thought. We've just been playing longer jacks, I think. Although I am a little lost as to why Esme has led off there. Because that's the first end of the second set, wasn't it?
That is the first end of the second set, so it's supposed to be the winner of the previous set that goes first. So although Esme won the end, because it's the end of the set, it then reverts to winner of the set.
Yeah, it's not a choice, is it? It's a winner of the first set has to go first.
Correct. So a little mistake there, not picked up.
Last time we see Pete on a streaming rink.
We'll give him a bit of stick afterwards. He's normally reliable.
Have to have a chat to the umpires as well.
Don't worry, that wasn't a champagne cork or anything. That was just Josh and his water bottle. Loudest bottle ever.
Especially as we're still having that reverb problem, so we heard that 3 times.
Boom, boom.
There we go. So, actually Farrow drawing through the head there, a couple of yards behind, whereas Esme's done a better job at finding the weight.
So for Esme, lucky it wasn't picked up. They put the short one. Seeing as Farrow's been dominating the longer ones.
Yeah, she's been able to get hold of the jack there and position it where she'd like on the rink.
It does surprise me how many players with rules at a lot of competitions, whether it's a domestic competition, international or world level like this, they can be subtly different. And even if you play the same event, there might be something slightly different. Like this year it's centre tees. So it's still amazing how many players who don't quite read the rules, or all of them.
Bit of a running bowl here from Malaysia. Farrow looking for the wood. She has found it. Don't think she's quite settled it out far enough compared to where's her stopped. But as you say, even within rounds of a competition, the rules can differ a little bit. Used to be in the under 25s, we had a a higher number of ends for the semi-finals and finals.
Yep.
But now it just stays as the same number of ends as these group stages, so 7 ends.
Correct, yeah. Used to play 9 ends for the semis and finals. And, well, World Bowls recently, outdoors, the Champion Champs, I think it was, they played sets of 5 ends. So tried something different for the extra bit of jeopardy, but...
Another good draw there from Esme. Nicely up to the jack.
yeah, so that jeopardy wasn't quite favoured by the players, and World Bowls took on board all the feedback they had and weighed it up and reverted back to 2 sets of 7 ends.
Close to it again. Made contact with the target word. Just one away though. There was some concern that we were going to double down and do 8 sets of 3 ends. But,
Yeah, that was you dreaming.
that's a bit harsh from Karen, as me and Jason have had very good pairs games together, just settling down into this match.
It's shot. Yeah. Oh, this one is shot. Yeah.
So you can see we've got support from both countries online, which is good. And it's good to see the support we've had around the world for the various feeds. Some nice positive feedback. Nice to hear that. So thanks for watching.
Plenty of support in person in the stadium as well, which is good. Balconies looking nice and busy. Did wander up there before. And a few new faces around the club. General public coming in to watch the World Championships. Certainly got a bit of a buzz to it, and well promoted around the island. Brilliant shot there by Farah, just drawing a nice little toucher.
Yeah, I'm looking at you quizzical, because how did you get out the hutch?
Shot ball that's just
I
come in.
missed that.
So when I went for my water break, I'd decided I'd had too much tea today. Couldn't repeat yesterday's 8 or 9 cups, so
Marathon tea session. Probably had a bucket each. Other refreshments are available, as they say.
yeah, I had to settle for Tetley. Starting to run out of Yorkshire.
Good try, Esme. That was certainly worth sitting up to that wood. Just sit it gently, you get shot. Turn it just to even half a roll. You might make 2.
Made it around the front bowl. Not sure she's going to quite get around the second. No, just pulled up short there. Certainly a must-win for Farah to keep her in with a look at the playoff slots.
Yeah, Farah, you see, she's been playing quite well, but she's gone down in both games so far, and Esme has done well, 1-2. Lost to Scotland's Natalie McWilliams, who's been playing very well, so certainly no disgrace losing that one. So just slightly under par for this one, but it's an exception to how she's played for the rest of the week. She's done okay so far.
So a reasonable attempt. Looked like it's one going the way of Farah on this occasion. That blue ball certainly closer than the next red. Yes, completely agree with you. Changing between grass surfaces, artificial surfaces, coming indoors onto a carpet, certainly challenging. For example, the Jack from the Falkland Islands is used to playing on a carpet rolled out in the school halls, so lots of different backgrounds to those playing here at these World Bowls Indoor Championships. Great to provide the opportunity to all the member nations to come and compete and take part in this spectacle. So scoreline for this second set after the second end is 1-1. Certainly a closer start for this second set.
So I'm just looking out the rabbit hutch, and from our position, we've just got, what rink are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just got Brad Lenori, and he's quite a tall fella, standing effectively for our angle right in front of the board and that. So reliant on the cameras rather than the window.
Yeah, it's a good thing about these camera angles, especially larger team games like we have during the year. You can see over the top of all the players and down onto their head, so very useful. Also doesn't take up space around the green. Not a great deal of space around the green here in Guernsey, so useful and unobtrusive for the players as well. They typically don't even notice that the cameras are there or that they're moving and adjusting themselves. Close here from Farah, nicely drawn up towards the Jack.
Just feather the Jack.
So you can probably see some of the other games going on the rinks next door, and if you want to keep up to date with any of the scores from those games, there is a live score available on both the World Bowls and Guernsey Indoor Bowling website. So that's updated at the end of every end, so you can follow in real time the scores as they get ticked up on the boards. And we're also providing a static camera live stream of our Rink 5 here in Guernsey, which is currently showing Switzerland against Namibia. Namibia did take the first set, however is 6-0 down in the second. So other way around, Switzerland took the first set, now 6-0 down in the second set. So you can catch that if you have a particular interest in either of Switzerland or Namibia via the Guernsey Indoor Bowls YouTube. We are, however, concentrating in terms of commentary and changing camera angles on this match between South Africa's Esme Haley and Malaysia's Farah. So shots declared there, marker indicating 3 shots the way of Farah, changing the scoreline to 4-1 after 3 ends.
Yes, we've tried to make sure we've got a variety of countries, so streaming all day, every day, mixed up the countries. I think this probably is the first time at the World Bowls indoors that we've streamed more than the final stages, so all day, every day, 7 sessions a day for the first 5 days for the group games and the knockout stages, early knockout stages, and then semis and finals, 5 sessions a day. So hopefully you're enjoying your lots of bowls and good top level, something of interest for everyone.
What's the situation, please?
You're holding one.
Thank you.
One behind is holding.
Thanks very much.
So closer bowl here from Esme, just running that bit further.
Yeah, well played. That's certainly made shot.
Good bowl there from Farah, drawing down on the forehand, managing to find the jack again. I think she's still got shot wood there. Pete the marker's just taking a closer look.
It's close. I'd favour the blue ball just come in.
There we go, and perfect angle on the camera here over the top of the head so we can see that the blue bowl's shot, which agrees with what the marker thinks. Esme playing the harder hand there, I think. Down on the backhand. Going to be slipping inside the red bowl. Unlucky there not to catch any of the blues.
Yeah, I think with that weight she was less likely to get the blue. Maybe a slight chance. Probably more likely to get to her own or down to the jack.
Yeah, I thought potentially might have got the other blue off and therefore given her the option for a bigger count, depending on where Farah bowls to.
Well, not quite from Farah.
Have to see what Esme plays here. Used to being a very accurate
No, no
person.
check.
She is a drafts
One
person,
down.
so
Second shot
making
is
very
one ball
accurate
down.
drawings is a part of her job.
Shot ball.
An accurate draw required here.
That shot ball. You have second.
Very good. I say very good because I'm into the sad dad jokes as well.
It can only get worse for me. Using hands like Tiger Pros, a few of our members use those as well. Pretty much all the bowls swinging well on the rink here in Guernsey. Oh, that's just under the line. Does cut away from you if you send it tight.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she was trying more weight or not. Still find that. I think that was a hard way to play the shot.
I think so. I think I've been dead drawing on the forehand. Players now both looking at the bowls, trying to work out who's shot. I suspect we might see the umpire come on here. Pete's got a pretty good eye, so he reckons it's the blue.
Yep. Esme with the trusty duster. Thinks it's blue as well.
So scoreline now after those 4 ends is 5-1 to Malaysia. So leading by 4 shots with 3 ends still to play. They have of course won the first set, so Esme of South Africa needs to win this one to take it to a tie break. Great. Go on then.
Both trying to say a great start.
Jack high.
Yep, important. Nice close wood. Keep the score down, which is what she needs to do for the next few ends. Maintain that lead that she's achieved over the last 4 ends of this second set.
So South Africa still doing very well when you consider they're still without their luggage from their travels from South Africa. There's a few countries. I know Macau, their luggage got stuck in Dubai,
Botswana.
Botswana, Hong Kong, China. So some of it's turned up, but South Africa's still without any kit or bowls, so they're using borrowed bowls. So they're doing very well. I know Jace is actually using my bowls. I thought if I can't be in the tournament, at least my bowls will be able to do something.
I had 4 countries trying my bowls to see if they wanted to use them. One by one, all 4 countries returned my bowls to me, and they're now sat in my locker. Apparently too swingy to be used, or well, a few said they should just be binned, so that was a little bit harsh. Good bowl there by Farah, playing the shotwood out and sitting in herself for a good shot just behind the jack. I quite like my swingy bowls. They're Taylor Aces. They don't sound particularly swingy, but these certainly are. I don't know if they're a bit of a mutant ace or something, but certainly get them to swing back well when I play with them. And it's not just my style, because everyone had them swinging across the rink.
They are a bit mutant, bright orange.
Tango bowls. Other brands of soft drink are also available. So Esme holding position at the back of the rink there with 2 of her red bowls. Farah obviously holding the 2 shots. I did wonder if we'd see Farah look to cover off against the danger of Esme playing the jack back. She does of course have last wood here, needing to make a few counts to close the gap. Playing the weight as I expected. Certainly close to it. Great contact on the jack and managed to avoid her backwood with her bowls, so they've both ended up in the ditch. Going to swing the camera around now for you so we can see how that's ended up. Pete the marker there, just sorting out the situation, so marking the location of the jack, marking the bowl as a toucher, and also putting a ring marker to identify whereabouts that bowl is sat in the ditch. 3 there being held by Esme. Farah's just come up to take a look. It's got to be a draw. She has to make it past those 2 short ones for sure.
But I feel Farah made a mistake there. Although short instead of a draw, that can happen. But you feel she should have been coming behind, because now even if Farah gets shot second wood, whatever it might be, Esme will still have that last wood to take her off and make 3 or 4. Whereas if she'd already put it up round the back and then put another one, then Esme could have only taken 1 away.
Yeah, she almost needs to make sure she ends up slightly tight on the draw, so that it's protected by all those front bowls and not an easy target. If she leaves it hanging out wide on the forehand, it could be in danger. Pace looks okay. She has played it slightly tight, struggling. Cut out one of the bowls. So it'll certainly be 2 down. It's alright, Esme putting down her drink. I did worry she'd forgotten her 4th bowl, but no, headed back up the other end now.
So Nor will be slightly disappointed with that. You can see where the tee is, so shows you just how short she was on that particular one.
We're just trying to work out here which hand she's playing. Looks like she's going down the backhand, down the right hand side of your screen. Either hand is perfectly valid. Maybe that red bowl is a good target just to make it past that and be in the count. Well, the game between Japan and Wales in the men's group singles is finished, so we now have a clear view as Bradley and Nuri, the marker, has now left the ring.
So she did go forehand. She wasn't quite short.
Oh, that's not unexpected after playing a very strong running bowl. First running bowl she's played in the match. And that game between Wales and Japan has finished two sets to Wales, a 12-3 and a 6-5, so Hank doing much better in that second set. Farah there handing the mat and jack over to Esme, so 2 shots go the way of South Africa. Scoreline now 5-3 after 5 ends.
Making a voice of doom this.
So what does Esme do in terms of jack length here?
Well, she must change it. She's been losing the ones that are long and on the tee. She has taken the jack up a few metres.
Yeah, so she has only 2 shots, well 3 shots I suppose, to make up over the next 2 ends. Has to come away with a win in this set to force a tie break. Good opening bowl. Farah not quite making the trip up to the jack there. As you say, Esme put the jack slightly longer, so just adjusting to that change in length.
Just seen Lindsay Grecian walk by. She'll be the next rink that we're streaming.
About 14 centimetres short of the jacket.
Versus Mary Thompson of the USA. So Lindsay Grecian from Jersey. That'll be straight after this game. So plenty more action to come.
Many more cups of tea needed.
There might be another cup of tea on the way. I'll settle for some water for now.
Close draw here from Esme. Just falling short again though. Needed really to make it up and past that blue.
Yes, one down.
Adds a little more jeopardy to the draw for Farah. That's a chance of moving Esme's up. Doesn't really want to drop a 2 here. Doesn't really want to even the scoreline going into the last end of the set.
Or this bowl. This bowl.
Does look a little tight, that forehand draw. Just squeezing around. Played that perfectly. Shot pole being held there by Farah of Malaysia. Kind of looking at a shot on the forehand, down onto the blue and flicking up to take the other one, but that might be too adventurous perhaps. Maybe the draw on the forehand, tickle for two, would be a better shot for Esme here.
Well, she can play with weight on the backhand underneath the red one. Might be able to get it out clean. Does need quite a lot of weight, so I'm not sure if she plays quite enough weight to get that. She might be able to, if not your suggested forehand.
Looks a little indecisive again on the mat. Did change from one side to the other.
Just step back again, so yeah, she doesn't seem quite 100% sure. Looks very delicate weight.
It does. Coming down well off the line. Not far away from the target. Oh, just pushed one of Farah's in. Farah now holding 2 shots with last bowl.
Yeah, I feel not quite enough weight used. Could have, or should have played a bit more for me. With that delicate weight, always going to struggle to get under there.
Couldn't really risk pushing Farah's in because that now makes the set only drawable and the match lost.
Yeah.
Just squeezing it around again is Farah. Slightly overweight, but didn't really need to do anything more. Marker indicating 2 shots to blue, so 2 shots to Malaysia. Score line now 7-3 after 6 ends in the second set. So last end here. Just going to adjust the angle, playing a slightly shorter jack.
So they'll still be trying to get as many shots as they can on this last end. Although Esme can't avoid defeat in this game. It goes on gains 1, then sets. So even if she manages to get a tied set, it's worth something. And then failing that, if you are on same points and sets, then it goes to shots. So every shot's important.
Farah looking for another good draw here, just catching the front ball. Bit of a lax final end. That's a better draw from Esme. Rest the shot wood. Take a shot herself.
The last one in this shot. And it's that much in front of the jack.
Farah not to be outdone. Drawing in. Settling well to take a shot wood. Final bowl of the game here from Esme. Certainly close to the target, looking for the blue bowl. Rested but didn't quite stick around enough. Final shot of the game there is going to go to Farah. So she'll take the second set. 8-3 after 7 ends, having also won the first set. Good game between these two. Certainly some good bowls played. We'll finish this stream up and catch you on the next one, which is be starting shortly. Yeah, starting shortly on the same rink. It's Lindsay Grecian of Jersey against Mary Thompson of the USA. So once they've switched over and completed their trial ends, we'll be back for another live stream. Just flashing up final confirmation of the scores for you there at the bottom of the screen.
So look forward to catching up with you. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you